Amigos, welcome back to our channel, Atrocities Upon Cities, where today you'll be seeing a great job. We did this great sod job that we've been working on since last Saturday, and we're also going to be going into a seeding job that we had done. You'll see the update. You'll also see another house that we got. It was a sod job that they had done before too, and progression of all the videos that we'll get, but we'll get right to it. Alright fellas, so there you have it. You guys have seen that we pick out all these areas. We make sure that we do the picking. You guys all remember that stump that was there, and this is the before of everything. You guys saw how I am going to show you how we use the Spectracide. It's a weed stop for lawns, but you guys make sure that we pick out everything, get the biggest areas. Then I drench it with water to see what's going to grow within a day. It was almost a week process, so by that time you would know what weeds would come back. You know, so there you have it. You can see this is the Spectracide that we use. Like I tell you, it's a weed stop for lawns. It kills even the yellow nutsedge that we don't see that much of out here. But we get more crabgrass than most of everything. Dandelions, a lot of weeds that we get out here, fellas. And this is the sod job that we were talking about. This is a winter job that we're doing. It's going to go all the way through winter. We're in November, December, and January are right around the corner. But you guys can see what the sod looks like. It's all pretty wet and crazy. You guys can tell by all this truck out here was putting it down. It looks pretty low. We had a total of a whole pallet and 10 pieces, so we moved it around back and forth. We kept going around. We already brought dirt from the nursery or from the bulk yard. We got some compost out here. We've been spreading it out so we can make sure that the sod's gonna grab during the winter. People are always like, well, how are you gonna make sure that you do sod during the winter? That's not fair. It's not gonna work. We're in California, fellas. You know, out here everything works different. As long as you bring in the right equipment and do the right things, the sod is gonna thrive and it's gonna look perfect. You guys can see how we use the boards out here. I'll put a couple videos at the end that show you how we use the board, but this is a quick job of how to do winter's sod. You guys can see we bring in the grow mulch in the bottom and then put the fresh sod on the top, and boom, fellas, that's it. That's what it looks like. Took us a total of 3 hours. One of my good friends from the park came out here and helped me. He helped me 2 hours, and then I finished the 3 hours, or he helped me 3 hours, and then I finished a couple houses by myself. But you can tell how nice and flat the boards made it look. I'll put a video at the end that shows you the progression of how the seeding is done, or how this sod looks and how great it's gonna grow. Everything looked perfect. It was nice and damp because it's winter, so we got the sprinklers running and going into everything. Let's get it done. Amigos, there it is. All the areas were nicely done. Everything looked perfect. All the sprinklers were running. You guys can tell there's one that was leaking, but we're gonna go back to it. This area was perfect again. All the grass looked nice, and this is what the sod farm looks like, fellas. Out here in the winter, you guys can tell the progression. The first seeding starts yellow, the next is starting to look green, and then the final cut on the other side. So if you can do sod during the winter, yes you can, especially in California. I'm sure there's states where you can't even walk during the winter on your grass, but that's for that. You know, out here you can tell what it looks like. We'll get to a couple more houses that I did seeding. Thanks for watching this video. Let's continue. Alright fellas, there you have it. You guys can tell the old seeds. You guys probably don't remember. A couple of you guys do. This sod or this lawn used to look yellow. It was all full of weeds and tumbleweeds, all sorts of other weeds that it had. But you can tell we already been watering it forever. We fertilized it, we mowed it very low, we raked it, and then we overseeded it back in fall. Started a fall just like that. You guys, again in California, you guys can tell even the seed landed on the rocks and it even grew there. So great for us, you know. Now we get to pull the grass there. Maybe I'll throw it back on the other side, get it to grow on that side, you know. So good little area. I went by and weed whacked it. Hopefully the patches come in. A lot of them look like they were still growing. If not, I always make sure I tell everybody that there's gonna be a follow-up. Any spots or anything that didn't grow 2 weeks later, I'm gonna come by, make sure I do everything that I did the first time. I already priced in the seed the first time and the dirt that I might be needing to make sure that I get it done. So I always come back and get it done because I make sure that I put it in the estimate. I price it out, so of course if they pay for it, I'll be right here making it done. So we'll get to another house, fellas, where we take take care of the same things out here. A nice little bush. This whole area is rock in the front, and there's a little bit of lawn in the back. So we'll quickly go back to the back, show you what it's like. I hedged those two little bushes. You can tell some neighbors have water irrigation all day, you know, and other ones just choose to cut it. So let's walk into the side out here, see what it looks like, and continue on this great video. Fellas, I'm gonna leave you on a side note of, you know, just giving you a hyperlapse at the end of me pulling a couple weeds and showing you what it looked like after. It looked pretty yellow because they had let it overgrown for 2-3 months, and when I cut it, it just did not like it. It turned super yellow. You can tell the thinning. It didn't like it in some areas. Other areas the dog's taking it down. So we presented a small seeding. Thanks for everybody that watches. AUC Amigos.